Yeah. Gracias, Mr. Whitney. Good evening, Bill Taylor here, Ken's 5 Digital Center. Hope it's a wonderful Friday night for you and yours. Blessings. Hope it's a great evening. We had a few downpours today, but nothing into San Antonio. When I say we, I say South Central Texas, because you can see it came and materialized well to our east, really not anything too significant. Although, I mean, thunderstorms that crept up into the Howardsville area, Lavaca County, those were pretty impressive. Watch them roll up out of the Gulf of Mexico. Started pretty quiet. Victoria, they start cranking, then some storms right over Hallettsville. Then that was it. So unlike yesterday, unlike Wednesday, even Tuesday, we didn't see a lot of storms move into the area any farther west. I mean, they came up short of like Cuero and even Gonzales. That was about the farthest west they got today. And we're expecting about the same tomorrow as things kind of thinning out just a bit. Not too different when we even get into Sunday afternoon. But speaking of Sunday afternoon, let's talk Saharan dust. This is the weather changes for the weekend. We will be bringing the dust into the forecast, into the region, as the Gulf gets blanketed over the weekend. There's Saturday, with it creeping onto the Texas coast. Then Sunday starts to show up in South Central Texas, and then it only increases from there. Now first, early Monday, it looks like it wants to go East Texas, but then really late Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday look to be thickening up around our area. Wednesday looking pretty significant for the entire state. Look at that. And it's like 2/3 of the state under the Saharan dust. So we could see our weather impact alert extended one more day. We've got it Sunday, Monday, Tuesday with the Saharan dust thickening. And we do this because of the fact that labored breathing is expected when you have asthma, COPD. Even if you're an allergy sufferer, in the afternoon heat, things can change as the air quality is compromised a little bit. So you want to limit your time outdoors, especially during daytime heating. That's going to be when we see the most effect or greatest impact. Now, typically the Saharan dust will keep tropics pretty quiet. Notice where these systems are trying to form I'll put it that way. Or, they're pretty disorganized areas of low pressure that could develop into something tropical and get a name. But they're pretty far out of the effect of the dust. And so the dust suppresses tropical development. Notice these are pretty far west. That dust is pretty much Atlantic, Eastern Caribbean right now. So I've got an Eastern Pacific storm with the higher probability of the two turning into a named storm. And we watch those because sometimes they can send moisture across Mexico into South Texas, impact our forecast. Doesn't look like it'll be the case with this one, as it's expected to stay along the coast, and probably if it turns west, then obviously no impact at all. But if it starts hugging the coast, maybe we start seeing something. Then closer to home is what we have in what could be a storm in the Bay of Campeche by the weekend. So this is expected to move across the peninsula, which it's almost there. 20 to 30% chance it develops in the Bay of Campeche. I should mention too, early in the hurricane season is when we have the best chance of these Western Gulf systems, usually in the Bay and creeping up. Not that it can't happen in August or September, it certainly can. That's what happened with Harvey. Harvey was a storm that was a tropical depression, dissipated completely over the Yucatan, came back out over the Bay like it is here, and it was in that region that it started cranking up pretty quick. All things hurricanes, our hurricane special, Texas Hurricanes, Understanding Nature's Most Powerful Storm, now streaming on Ken's 5 Plus. So download that free on your television, Roku, Fire Stick, Apple TV. You can watch what our weather team here at Ken's 5 put together. Proud of this special. It looks really good. Texas Hurricanes. Check it out when you can. All right, high pressure, going to be flexing its muscle just a bit. All right, I'm not seeing comments, so I got to go back out, go back in, and there they are. I don't know why that happens. Hey, Tara, good to see you. Hey, John. Yeah, it's just something I called it for 30 years, so it's just a mistake sometimes. Nothing political, John. Hey, Victoria. Hey, Diane. So, yeah, with high pressure, you can kind of see everything happening around Texas a little bit. Coastal showers, but nothing in the heart of Texas. Notice that the precipitation east, west. Then it'll start creeping up towards us, but that's probably not going to be until sometime around first weekend of the July month. I can't believe we're just talking about, it's already July. We're already 6 months, already halfway done with 25. It's like, what happened to June? When did June come and go? Clouds are thickening for the morning. No rain expected except for the afternoon. Couple of sprinkles. I mean, nothing to speak of. I'd wash the car. I really would. And then heading into into Sunday. Well, it is next week. The beginning of next week is Sunday. And you see that there are a few more isolated downpours. So again, that's why we've got about a 10 to 20% chance in for Sunday. Don't really have a chance in for Saturday. I think it'll be dry. However, Sunday looks like a few sea breeze showers could make it up into the area. Hello, Diane. What's happening in Kerrville? I really wish we could see a little bit more rain develop and we could squash the rest of this exceptional drought. This Medina and Bandera counties have been exceptional drought for several months. Most of Kerr, about a third of Bear right now. Hey, Veronica, there's Rockport. What's going on, Megan? Hi, Pat. Yes, we do. Desperately need it, but I'm telling you, the chances, I wish they got better than what I'm about to show you. There is hardly a chance from the Ken's 5 first alert or Weather Impact Alert Center. We've got 3 weather impact alerts. And it's all Saharan dust. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, could see this go through Wednesday even. 10 to 20% chance of isolated showers, won't amount to much. And notice on the 4th of July, 97, once we get there, we'll be flirting with some 100-degree days, especially Monday the 7th, it'll get close. But we haven't had a triple-digit afternoon in quite some time, so this isn't bad, right? It was hotter in May. We'll hold mid-90s, we'll stay seasonal. I mean, just maybe a few ticks above seasonal, but not by much. And remember the humidity. 99 to 100 is what your body's going to think the temperature is. So make sure you're hydrating, as we expect the heat index to be a bit of a factor, but not too excessive. Have a great weekend. I love you guys. God bless you. And like I said, watch for the dust beginning Sunday. We'll see you on Ken's 5 News at 10.